Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into the Nintendo Drive. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Or if you're getting cozy and listening to us on your podcast feed, make sure you're following and leaving us nice reviews. You can also support the show on Patreon and pick up some awesome merch. Links to those and more are in the description, but let's get the show started.
Hi, friends. Hey, everybody.
All four of us.
We're here.
Yeah, hooray.
I'm back.
It is she.
The Lockleth
The.
is back. Everybody's here. The gang's all here. Good to see y'all.
The Gengar.
The Gengar is
The
all
Gengar is here. The Gengar is also here, right behind Lockleth.
I got a couple of them back there, too.
Oh.
Multiple Gengars.
Multiple
are here.
Gengars. I need
Gengar
a Gengar.
sounds a little bit like a disease. I came down with
does.
Gengar. Gengar of the mouth.
Oh, man.
You know?
No.
Doesn't that sound gross?
Flesh-eating
Take it back.
Gengar.
Stop.
Anyways, hi everybody. Good to see y'all. Good to see everybody here in the chat live at youtube.com/Carpool Gaming. Everybody's here.
Everyone's here.
Look at all this. Yeah, Gangrene. Yeah, totally. Yon 32. It reminds me of Gangrene. Absolutely. Yeah, good to see y'all. It does my heart good to be here. Ron's here in the chat. Who, by the way, always makes a point to say hello to Lockleth specifically. The Lockleth favoritism is wild.
It is
It's
amazing.
wild. So, I'm watching her like unmute herself.
What do you mean? What do you mean
Everybody
wild?
loves Lockleth. Everybody loves
Listen.
Lockleth.
I love myself, so I understand.
Oh,
Good.
the rest of us
good.
just suck. It's fine.
We all suck. We just we're just it's Lockleth's
no,
world.
Sean.
We're just living in it, man.
Yeah.
Truly. So, all right. Well, good to see y'all. We do have a little bit of housekeeping. Little housekeeping.
The cutest
To
little
do.
knock. It's the cutest knock ever.
Like you wouldn't even hear it if an
I know.
actual like they just kind of tap. We have a few people to thank for coming on into the Patreon this week, which is really cool to see. First of all, thank you to Tim Paullin for becoming a platinum producer, which is very cool. The only PlayStation trophy themed tier at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Thank you to Toxic for joining the gold member tier, the only Austin Powers themed tier on our Patreon, patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Yes, go.
Yes.
Smoking a pipe and a crack. And
Bong
thank you to Patrice Millette for
Got him.
checking out the 7-day free trial to the gold member tier as well. So yeah, all of the dated references can be found here at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Thank you all for coming on in and checking out what we got here. So yeah, thanks.
Hooray.
Yay, hooray. Pretty cool. Cool to see everybody jump on into that there Patreon. Yeah, I think that's all I got for the housekeeping. Is that right?
I think that's it. I think
Moose
we nailed
Knight?
it. You crushed it.
Cool.
Good job. Way
Thanks,
to go.
dude.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I got you.
Oh, I see. Ryan Turford in the chat corrects me. Excuse me, but the PlayStation Drive has also co-opted the gold tier as well, since gold trophies are a thing, yo. And then smiley face. So
Can we talk
Okay.
about how Ryan's
Pretty
not using
aggressive.
emojis? He's using old school emojis.
right.
I don't
yeah.
like it. Ryan.
Amanda's
better.
not a fan.
No.
Yeah, not a fan.
Fine.
I can just like stay quiet, I think, and these two will attack everybody else. This is awesome. This is
Just
great.
spit venom at everybody tonight.
I love it. Watch out, chat. They're coming after you next.
Everybody can get it.
Anybody
Yeah.
can. We're all family here.
Nobody is
I'm
safe.
with you, Quaggy. Just like Olive Garden.
Olive Garden, of course.
Oh, God. No.
Oh, we're back, Seth. Oh,
Amanda, you
yes.
missed out. At Extra Life, you missed out on the
No.
Olive Garden hangs. You did miss
Look,
out. That
I
was a
said it-
great time.
I'll say it once. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Olive Garden ain't it.
You
for
would
me.
have
It's
had a
it.
good time.
Okay,
It
maybe
is
not eating.
indeed.
I would have had a great time because if I would have
would have
ate
had
there,
a
I
good
would have
time.
had a sicky time. And I don't
The
want
most delicious soggy lettuce you've ever had in free salad, unlimited salad.
And so much salt. And so much salt on everything.
see, no, it ain't it.
Everything a body needs.
We had a universal experience at Extra Life where everybody woke up the next morning just like dry mouth.
Like we were
From
hungover
salt.
or something. So dehydrated. What'd you guys do last night? Nothing. We just went to Olive
went
Garden.
to Olive Garden. We just ate at Olive Garden for like half an hour.
Seriously.
No,
So,
please, can we go
anyways.
somewhere nice? I suggested all these nice places in the area, and where did they go? Olive Garden. I was like, guys,
it
I
was
gave you-
like late. It was like 9 o'clock
Okay.
at night or something. So it was pretty late.
we're gonna
great.
plan better this year.
Well, yeah, they're at old Herkimer, New York or whatever.
Herkimer.
There weren't too many late night spots popping off.
We're gonna plan better this year.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. It's coming up.
It's coming up.
Before you know it, it'll be here, baby. Before you know it,
Spooky.
we'll be back. Okay. All right. Well, do y'all want to talk about video games? Locklith, you're back this week. Do you want to talk about some video games?
Is it my turn?
Do it. Can I go?
She's like, how does it work?
Oh wait. I've been gone for a minute. I forgot what we
You
do.
were a cartoon
all it
character,
takes.
man. Holy cow.
1 week off. Forget how to do this thing.
I was waiting for my coffee order. That's why I've been quiet this whole time. But I have it now. We're good.
It arrived.
Yes, it has arrived. That black coffee, I don't put anything in
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah, good.
Good for
Just
you.
pure coffee taste.
No.
The bitter, the better.
Bitter the better.
Bitter the better.
Well, good.
What was the
life.
question again?
Jesus.
You've been playing video games?
Oh yeah, those things. Oh yeah, this is a gaming channel. I have, and I could talk about one of these games probably more so on the post show because it's not
Okay.
really Nintendo related. I played Minecraft on PlayStation on Saturday. That's if you were trying to find me, that's all I did all day.
It
We
was
were
we
looking
can-
high and low, but we did not
Listen.
look in the Minecraft.
Listen, I was in the mines. Actually, no, I was in the whole house we made underground, just decorating for like 10 plus hours.
Hell yeah.
But we'll talk about that in the post show.
Okay.
Pin it.
But yeah, pin it for sure. I even have a note so that we can actually talk about it and won't forget.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
Preparedness.
I came back like on like another. I was gonna say on another leg. Like I only have two. So like I don't know where
She's a
that.
tripod.
Oh no. But I did play.
Another Austin Powers reference.
Okay.
It's okay, Amanda.
She doesn't watch movies. I'm not gonna get these.
It's
It was
okay.
for me.
In-
It was okay.
In due time.
I'll just sit here.
Yeah. Just sit there and look pretty. Because Amanda's always pretty. She's
Okay. Moving on. I'm gonna get embarrassed. Please go.
listen. You are okay. Anyways, I did play 2 games.
The aggressive
Seth, one of
compliment.
these you and I share, but I do want to talk a little bit about Botany Manor. Which I'm not gonna lie, after playing Lake, I was concerned that it wasn't gonna play well on Switch. No concerns, no loading screens.
Oh.
Like
No
0.
loads, eh?
You open a door, you're in the wild, you're in the world. I'm like, what? I've only ever seen that so far in like Palia. There are some loading screens in Palia, but yeah, in this game there's no every door opens, there's no like loading or anything. That was like my biggest most exciting thing about the game, but not really. There were a lot of exciting moments. I do not have a green thumb. I kill a lot of plants. I have many a times in my life. So having a game where you are solving a puzzle, but really you're just giving that plant its best situation, climate, habitat, those types
Aw.
of things.
Yeah.
And then it growing into a cute like flower or a fern or a mushroom or whatever it may be. There's only like 5 chapters in the game, which makes me a little sad because I'm already on chapter 4. I only played like the first chapter and a half, I guess, for my video that went out on YouTube today. But very fun game, and like every game, if I'm actually still playing it after the video's been put out, then it says something. And I have continuously played it pretty much every night since I first started playing it on Saturday, I guess.
Let's go.
Very interested is Sean Capri right now. So interested in this botany
I want to
manor.
jump in with questions, and now you're drawing attention to me. I'm just like, yes, I'm in it. I'm into this. I love it.
Well, now
Like
that you're red in the face, what are your questions, Sean?
I actually think I need to like see a doctor about this. I'm so flushed. Like this is a medical concern
God.
for me.
Is it
I'm
like
not
rosacea?
okay with
Medical
this.
problem.
Is it an
We need a
actual-
list.
It's an issue. Yeah, the next one. Yeah, exactly.
Another one.
Another one. Aside from that, now that we've drawn attention to it, I don't know what kind of puzzles you're doing with this thing. And I was, as you say, concerned that this was going to be the witness. Like, I need a notebook. I need, like, we're doing line puzzles. Like, is that what this is? Like, what are you doing?
No,
What are you doing?
like you discover like clues. There'll be like notes. There'll be like cards, like things you're reading that gives you a little clue towards what that plant might need. And once you kind of get all the clues together, then you're like, oh, this plant only blooms in a very specific humidity or very specific heat. So like the first plant, you put it in front of this like little heating vent that you open and close, but you have to, and it takes place in England, of course. So like so it's not Fahrenheit, it's Celsius. And in the video, I was like, oh, well, I'm just screwed because I don't know Celsius.
Sorry, it could be literally anywhere else in the world, just not the U.S.
Other than
and it would be,
America.
Yeah.
would be Celsius.
Yep. Here in America, Fahrenheit all the way, baby. So like Celsius, I did not understand.
Fahrenheit
So
or
I-
good night. You know what I mean? That's what I always say.
That's a bit better. I want like the American flag with just the motto like Fahrenheit all the way, baby. It's like
Just
not in God we
Fahrenheit.
trust.
No,
Kid
Fahrenheit
Rock
all the
prefers
way.
Fahrenheit, bitch.
Sean,
Yes.
save it for the post show.
Sorry.
Bad mouth,
It's a hard B.
potty mouth.
It's a hard B.
You
Everybody
hit that
cover your
B
ears.
like Ludacris does. Like when Ludacris hits that
Move.
B. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
it.
Just get out.
Anyways.
Just one. Just one.
Okay.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah.
But Fahrenheit,
Sorry.
baby, is where it's normally at. But it was in Celsius. So you put this plant in front of this little heating vent. You get it to 60 degrees Celsius,
Killing all
whatever
these
the
plants.
hell
You're
that
like, what
would
is
be in
this
Fahrenheit.
temperature?
I have
Burning
no
'em.
idea what that would be in Fahrenheit, but it's 60 degrees Celsius, and then it blooms, and it's beautiful.
That is nice.
Aw,
Yeah.
I love that.
That makes sense. It's botany manor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like plants and
Plants.
in a manor.
Yeah.
manor
That's,
full of
that's
botany.
basically it.
Nice.
it
Nice.
was
I like
fun.
it.
Neat. There was several times in the video, probably like two that I can think of, where I'm like quoting Sean. I say neat, like that.
Neat.
And
That's
then
the second time this week that's come up in my life. Somebody
Yeah.
else commented on my neat earlier.
and then later on in the video I go, well, la dee da, this did not even work. So
Worms its way
yep.
in.
And of course Mome was mentioned as
Mome.
well.
Mome was menched.
Oh, man.
Well,
Love it when Mome gets a mensch. Well, I want to play this one. My wife really wants to play this, so we're probably going to wind up playing this at some point.
Nice. My wife.
My wife. So yeah, very cool. Okay, what else has been on your plate? What else has been going on?
The other one, Seth, you and I share, called
Okay.
Moonglow Bay. Mm-hmm. And I don't know about you, Seth, but I was expecting, well, actually wasn't expecting much. This wasn't on my radar of sorts. It just kind of fell in my lap, and I was like, oh, this looks cute. Fishing RPG. I'm not the best with fishing in games. But I liked the blocky, almost Minecraft style, but it's more so like, those that mobile game, Crossy Road. It's mainly
Yeah.
like that. It's really that style. I thought about it after the fact, but there's Like, I'm sorry, the characters in the game are cute, of course, but like because it's blocky, like your character's butt is literally like a rectangle that comes
That's a
out.
booty right there.
It protrudes out, and like especially like the scenes where like you're in the forefront and it's just your butt, and it made me chuckle when those little
I don't
bits
know
would
if
come
my
up.
character had a butt like that. I don't know.
Well,
if he
I
had
just
very
picked
much
the
junk
big
in the
donk
trunk.
character. I was like, this is
that
me.
booty. Yeah, get that booty.
I was like, this character's got short hair. It me with big butt. That's me.
Big butt.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
I don't.
That
yeah,
big
I
old
don't
dump truck. I was like, that's me.
That big old dumb truck.
I mean, it is a big old dump truck. I mean, like my character was
Shot.
just an old dude with a beard, and I was like, yeah, that's me.
Oh my
and I don't
God,
think he had
that's
very
me.
much butt.
He
Yeah.
needs more booty.
Baby had back, and I wasn't prepared. And so when it came through later on in the video, I was like, it made me chuckle. It doesn't come through in my video, but like I literally was like, my butt is literally a rectangle in my face. This is
Yeah,
hilarious.
respectfully, of course.
Yeah, of course,
About
of
the
course.
square voxel butt in
Oh
Moonglow
my
Bay.
God, you guys, I'm dying.
The booty. I'm
not
here
gonna make
for
it.
It's good. It's a
What
good
a
game. I
hidden
like
gem.
it. Well, it came out. Yon32 pointed out the Backtrackers did cover this. I think maybe last year.
So is this like a Switch release specifically for it then?
It's been
Okay.
out on Xbox and PC for a little while now.
Yeah, I think PlayStation 2, same time as
yeah.
Switch now. Yeah.
Yeah, so now we finally have. It's a good port too. Like it runs pretty well. There were a couple, especially in like the cutscenes where it was kind of chugging a little bit, but like the actual gameplay, like moving around the town and stuff, that's totally fine. Like no issues.
So it's fishing mostly, but you also do cooking, and each action, like chopping, boiling, washing your hands, they're each like its own like think Stardew Valley fishing,
Little mini
but
game.
with like different versions of that for the cooking. Like I struggled a little bit with that more so than the actual fishing part.
Yeah, the first time I started doing it, I didn't understand what I was doing, and I messed up the first time. But once I went back to it, and once I knew kind of what I needed to actually do, I was able to get it.
I'm ashamed to say that the washing of the hands was a hard mini game for me. I was like, why do I suck at washing my hands? It's like follow, in Stardew Valley when you're having to follow that bar. Mm-hmm. It's like that, but like it's
fishing.
different. Like one of them is a circle, and so you're having to follow it, like, and you're moving the joystick like in that circle, and like
Ooh.
And it's like I'm
struggled.
controlling it, you're trying to follow along. It's like I could go anywhere. Like that's what I would be doing. Like I'm over here now. I'm over here.
Washing your hands in real life famously difficult. So
yeah.
As it turns out.
accurate. A lot of people don't know how to do it well. I developed a method whenever it was like COVID time. I guess it kind of is. It ever not COVID time?
Forever.
Where they're recommending that you wash your hands for like 19 seconds or whatever, and
At
so
least. Scrub
Yeah.
away.
scrub them away.
Get in there.
Get underneath the fingernails and all that stuff.
Just rip 'em
And
off.
I would sing Hamilton songs in my head and count to 19 while doing that, and then I would memorize the points in the song where 19 seconds would be, and then I would know that I was good. So yeah, if only you could do that.
Good
in Moonglow
technique.
Bay. Yeah,
Good technique. Yeah.
if only.
Quaggy with his BC is before COVID.
Oh no.
Wow. Goodness.
Before times.
Before COVID times. What a mome. Yeah, I like it. I'm glad you're liking it too. I've only played like an hour of it. I'm not very
Same,
like deep
yeah.
into it, but yeah, I like it so far. There's all this like and maybe Yon32 can illuminate a little bit. It sounds like Yon32 in the chat played it. It seems like there's like some kind of like dark undercurrent to it. Like there's monsters and stuff that people are
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah.
almost like it kind of, I kept thinking of, it's a cutesy version of Dredge.
Dredge. Yeah, a little dredge. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, I like it too. I'm glad you're playing it. I'm gonna go back. It's one of those things, like I made my video for it, and I do want to go back. Like I do want to continue my sad dad life
Oh, God.
in that show in that game.
Well, Sean, the character,
okay?
it's not like a customization. Like you pick
Right.
between 4 characters. and then you
Sad
name them.
mom, sad
and
dad,
then you pick,
divorced
and
dad.
then the other 3 that are left, you pick between those 3 for your partner. That it's just you see it coming, but it gets sad
dang.
very quickly.
It happens in the
no.
first like 2 minutes of
Yeah.
the game. Like
Yeah.
it's right away. And
They're like,
and,
I'm gonna go off to sea, and you're like, oh no, I hate this. I know what something's happening. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're about to get like the parents in Frozen. You know, it's like that sort of thing. You know.
They had it coming.
And so
Liars.
early in the game though, like the your daughter comes to like visit you, and she's like oh, like you should clean up your house or whatever, and there's just like ramen noodle packets everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, damn,
It
dude,
me.
this is a little too real.
It's me.
Oh no.
I kid you not, I had like ramen noodle packets in my trash can as I'm playing. Like it's a little
I
too
had
real.
so many dishes piled up behind me in my kitchen. I had literally shredded and threw away so much junk mail that's just been piling up. And I was like,
Yeah.
and then I sit down to play this game, and I'm like, this is too real.
Wait, are those bad things? Is that what you guys are saying? These are all signs
These
of
are not
something?
okay.
This is not
This
okay?
isn't normal.
I'm like, ramen is good. What do you
Yeah,
talking
like
about?
ramen's delicious. What's the problem?
No, I love, but that is like the quintessential like struggle meal, like the quintessential like your depressed meal is ramen, right?
Oh, I eat ramen a lot. Maybe I'm very depressed.
I do too. I have it multiple times a week.
I'm having it right now. Imagine if I had ramen.
pull out a bowl?
Right.
That'd be amazing.
I
right
would
here.
die. It'd be iconic.
Yeah,
Truly
the kids
iconic.
come in like, you forgot the egg.
Hell yeah. Put your
you,
egg.
Lincoln.
Put an egg in your ramen, everybody.
Yeah.
Pro tip.
Yep.
That's too fancy
Unless you're
for
vegan,
me.
don't do
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah, don't do
Soft
that if
boil-
you're vegan.
Just soft boil.
Yeah, don't-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Stay far,
I will
far
say,
away.
quick note on Moonglow Bay. You have a dog in Moonglow Bay, right?
Does he live?
The dog's fine.
Okay,
Dog's
thank
fine.
God.
I'm excited about this part.
Okay.
The dog's name is Waffles.
Yes.
Ah,
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
watch your mouth.
I said a B word.
Babies, cover your ears.
In my video, I make a comment that waffles are the best. Pancakes and French toast can suck it because waffles. This dog is adorable. Point done.
I felt attacked. I felt like I could not get away from the waffles propaganda. I like because your daughter's like, oh, like no, I love waffles so much with cinnamon and syrup and strawberries and blah blah blah. And I'm like, if she talks about the damn cups, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my cool if she starts talking about the cups.
She literally just likes waffles.
Yeah. So
Who doesn't?
anyway, your dog's name is Waffles in the game.
Good
so
name.
there's that.
I felt like I won the lottery when that part came
Oh, dear
up.
God.
I was like, this dog looks like Luna. She's a golden, like, beautiful dog,
Yeah.
and its name is Waffles.
I felt attacked.
Winning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways,
This debate
Moonglow
never
Bay is
goes
good.
away. The debate will never go away. I was watching the Today Show 2 days ago, and they were talking about pancakes versus waffles versus French toast. And I was
No
like,
way.
it's never going to go away.
Oh hell yeah.
French
What
toast
one?
won. French
Let's
toast.
go.
French toast.
Let's
Yep.
go Today
No, it
Show.
didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, they took a poll, and French
Pull it
toast.
up. Pull it up.
Shut up.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
The
Those
Today
I was
polls are
sitting
always
there,
wrong.
and I was like,
French toast.
Yeah, they
I wanna
pulled
find
the
it.
producers and whatnot near them, and they all said
Well, that's because they're
French
rich
toast.
and they can afford it.
See, you see these independents coming
What?
on in. They
Wait,
mess up the
what?
vote for everybody. It's just wasted votes. That's all it is.
How
You need
rich
more
do you gotta
ingredients.
be?
Yeah, French toast is just bread.
You need slathered in egg, and then some people put like powdered
Eggs are so
sugar on it, and maybe there's too
It's
many
a
ingredients.
custard.
Eggs are expensive.
Yes, in
Dude,
this
it's
economy.
eggs. It's eggs.
I don't eat them, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Little sugar. Well, it's so
Listen.
cheap.
That's why we
Talk
have
about
chickens in the
Ivory.
house.
Talk about Ivory Tower. Those
You have
people,
chickens in your
producers.
house?
We have chickens in our house. We had a couple ducks a while ago. It was
Wait, in
crazy
your
over
house
here.
right
in
now?
the house. Yeah. Yeah, chickens
you're
are
lucky.
We should go grab them.
Where do they sleep?
Kit Kat and
Bring them
Rolo.
into the show.
What?
Yeah.
Pin this for the
What?
post show. We need to
Post
talk
show.
about this. Okay,
Yep.
anywho.
The
You're
poultry
lucky that
count
I
has
can't
gone up.
find.
Oh, I'll find it.
Because nothing would make me happier. You don't need
Oh,
a
that's what
mixing
I played.
bowl. Yeah. So anyways, video games. Okay. All right. Well, Sean, what have you been playing?
I can't follow that up at
us
all.
outta
Holy
here.
cow. No. Well, two things. Number one, I have, me, Sean Capri. I have completed another game, y'all. And this game's
go.
pretty hard. This game is pretty tricky. But me, I was up for the challenge. I climbed to the top of the
Crafting
mountain.
World.
Yes, can you imagine? Oh my God, that
Don't
would
even.
be amazing.
No, it wouldn't be amazing. It would be awful.
That
No.
really would be an
Moving
attack,
on.
I think. That really
Talk
would
about
be.
Celeste.
This is
Do
not
it.
meant to be an attack.
Okay,
This
thank
has
God.
nothing to do with the fact that Amanda recently played this and rage quit on. It has nothing to do with that, of
Recently.
course.
It was like last year.
Was it last year?
I don't know. I'm going to say it was last year. I don't care.
So obviously not a recent game. I'm playing all the games on my whiteboard. This game came out in 2018. I've had it on my Switch for a long time. I have it on, as it turns out, like everything. I got it on Xbox and Switch and PC and whatnot. But I've played it now, here in the year of our Lord, 2024, with all the things going on in life and all the things that have gone on in the last couple of years since I last played it. And the whole theme of this, as everybody knows, is just overcoming challenges and obstacles and dealing with anxiety and depression and a tremendous, actually a variety of other mental illness and things like that. And I honestly don't know if this hit me in 2018 like it has hit me this time around. Like, I enjoyed the game for what it was. The platforming, I think, is great. The level design, the music, all those things that we would talk about. But for whatever reason, like, every character that Celeste meets along the way, like, just hit that much more. Oshiro, the owner of the hotel, this might be a post-show thing. I have questions about this man and what has happened or is happening or happened to him. Dancing around some spoilers. But I don't remember resonating as emotionally with Celeste as I did this time around. And I really don't even want to like step away from it because it just like, it really hit. And I've been streaming it a little bit over at twitch.tv/Carpool Gaming Live, had some really cool moments where I seem to have accidentally found like this random white block that looks like Super Mario 3. And I'm like,
So good.
I was actually talking about Lachlan and Amanda on the stream, I think, while it was happening. Because we had an episode of the Nintendo Drive, and I think I was saying something effective like, sometimes on that show, like, you're like, are these my friends? Or, like, did they actually, like, are we good? Like, are we okay? But I got distracted. It was a classic me moment where I was like, I was finishing my thought, but then I see the white block over there. I'm like, wait a second. And you could kind of like see my brain split into two. I'm like, I'm going to just come back to that, whatever I was saying. I'm like, that looks like a Super Mario block. And as I'm saying it, I squat down onto it because in Super Mario 3, you squat on one or two of the white blocks in those early levels and you sink behind it.
Yeah,
and
you do.
that's how it worked in Celeste. And it was like one of the most memorable moments I think I will ever have in video games because I just instinctively did it. I'm like, that doesn't look like it should be here. I'm going to give it a try for some reason. There's no instruction, no nothing. But just like that old school instinct to go squat on a white block. And then it did the thing. It was so wonderful. But dude, like, I don't know, we may need to have like a deep dive on Celeste because this game is so dang special. Every time I would approach a new level or new section, I'm like, maybe I put it down for now, but then I'm like, maybe I'll just give it a try. And it's like the whole point of the game.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking a lot about like the last year, and I've been sick a lot this year. I've been injured or whatever, and we'll talk about it in the post show, but it's like marathon is coming up, and I just like lots of kind of things are happening in life, and just wondering if you're up for the challenge. And then this game just captures it so perfectly. There were so many times where one character, either it's Celeste or Theo, I think, or conversation she's kind of having with like evil Madeline. I think I've been saying Celeste. Celeste is the mountain.
Yeah, it's okay. I haven't
Madeline
been
is the
correcting
character.
you. Yes.
Yeah, I did pay attention somewhat. But the conversations aren't long. They're not lengthy. They're very succinct, and they're like 5-6 word sentences, and they're so perfect in expressing anxiety, but then also like comforting someone through it. This character Theo that you run into, he's just this like wonderfully chill character who has a sister who also faces a lot of anxiety, and the way he interacts with Madeline, it's beautiful. And it's another one of these examples of a game. Ori is very similar, where it really is too bad that the difficulty is kind of the thing that everybody talks about. And in here, it's woven throughout the theme of the game, so it has its place. But it's like, it's a story and a narrative that people should experience. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna just go on and on about this, but I really, really love this game. I'm really glad that Amanda totally quit on it, so that it prompted me to play it again. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that.
I just do these things, man. I just make the world go around.
In all seriousness, because I actually don't want to take anything away from you or the game. It's a special one, and I'm really glad that you really did bring it back into like the forefront for me. It's on the list. I got to cross it off the list. I'm very tempted to go back and collect all the strawberries and all the things. But I think that's maybe, I want to say like it's too much, but that's like, again, that's the point of the game. Like, I don't know if I can do that. It just puts this challenge in front of you for you to overcome. But I just really, really highly recommend Celeste. I just had a really great time playing it. So shout out to Celeste.
Good game.
Good game. Yeah.
Good video game.
To say the least.
You can do this. You can do this.
Ah, so good. You get knocked down at one point, and it's just like, I really knew I wasn't supposed to be doing this, and you keep going.
That Chumbawamba song, dude. That chub thumping song.
Yep.
You get knocked down, you get back up again. You know?
You're never going to keep me down.
Yep. Good game. I'm glad you played it, dude. Shy Guy's going to be thrilled to hear that. Everything that you just said, you just made Shy Guy's week.
Well, I hope I did it justice. Like, it really is. It's something I almost want to like write about, because it's so profound. In it, like, it's level design. Also, if people, Shy Guy and anybody else who has a love for this game, please let me direct you to youtube.com/okbeast. This is an old, now defunct podcast that Alex Van Aken did a video on this. He did it with Blessing from who's now on to Kind of Funny. Alex went on to Game Informer. Blessing went on to Kind of Funny. So they just amazingly talented guys. They did a video about Celeste's level design, and it captures everything. I'm so glad your microphone squeaked there. I think if you like Celeste and like this isn't quite enough for you, go check out Alex's video on it at OKBeast.
Nice.
It is excellent. Like a video essay style breakdown on what makes their level design so good. So, yeah, man, Celeste.
I love that. You've been in it, man. I love that.
All like just like heart, just like engorged. Just it got me on every level, you know. And I was gripping the controller. I'm just like, I'm not sure if I can get. And you could just barely make that jump or whatever it is. It's so gratifying. But again, it's 2018. People should know this. And it's my second time playing through, but it feels like the first time. 6 years ago, I think Ellie was just born, maybe. I actually don't think I had Ellie at the time.
Wow.
So lots happened in 6 years. So it's a perennial kind of play. Play it every couple of years, you know? It's like the botany thing you were talking about, Lachlan.
Same thing.
So similar.
Perennials.
Same game.
Perennials. It was a perennial thing. The plants.
Oh,
The
neat.
perennials.
Neat.
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 I already told you I don't have a green thumb, so that just went right over my head.
The thing
I thought maybe
about-
it came up.
The thing about art is that like it should pass through you differently at different stages of your life, you know? So it is kind of nice to like go back to games and reevaluate like the way that they make you feel.
Big time.
Depending on where you're at in life. So I love that, dude. I love that it hit you that way.
Very good game. Yep.
Good game.
Celeste.
That night that you streamed it, Sean, and I said I was going to play it that upcoming weekend, I did not.
You got stuck in the Minecraft.
Proud of you.
I did. I got sucked in elsewhere. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
It is an intimidating game, and that's what I mean. Like it's just too bad that it really is a challenging game. Like it's
is,
tough.
and like
Yeah.
watching you like ease through some of the levels. I'm not gonna lie, I got mad. I got big mad. I was like, how the hell is he just whisking through these like
La-di-da.
la-di-da, like
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen often, but it's honestly sometimes like as I talk through it, And it was streaming. It was a really interesting experience because I'm like, I just need to do this, and then I just need to do this, and I was kind of like talking through like the jump and then the grip and then the whatever. There's all these. There's like a small selection of moves at your disposal, but there's just so it feels so good. Like that's one of the things I appreciate about it so much. It's like you hit the button and her jump is like Mario perfect. Her double jump, it's just. It really is up there, and there's so many, especially if you play enough platformers, like a good jump, a good feel of a game.
Yes.
And this one nails the feel of the game, the music. Man, I know I'm just saying words about the damn game. It's so good. Holy crap.
It's a podcast is just saying words about the damn game.
Yeah, but I'm like, the story, the music, the characters, whatever. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Okay. Well, I'm glad. Maybe this might be an ongoing conversation.
I want to play it again.
I think there's a lot to dig into there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, shout out to Celeste. Rolled credits on it.
Hell yeah, dude.
And Disney Illusion.
Let's go.
What happened?
What happened? Well, Sean, you started a new game that Awesome Dave came in with a question about. This question is for Sean if he is on the show tonight. How did you decide to start playing I Am Setsuna? What drew you to the game? Talk to me about this.
Yeah, this is I've been wanting to play this game since 2017. So this game,
now's the time.
I've owned it for a long time, and this is it's all part of me not buying new games. I'm actually like playing them. It's amazing. I'm not spending all my time like rifling through eShops sales and whatever. But it's on the honestly, there's nothing really too crazy to tell here other than it was on the list and it was about time. And I feel like I kind of had enough of a break from Xenoblade at this point. Like I kind of had Disney Illusion and Celeste gave me kind of a buffer, so I can maybe jump into maybe a smaller JRPG. I think this is like half or less the length of Xenoblade, so nothing gigantic. Yeah. And I've just been meaning to get to it, so it just kind of I was looking over the list and like I think that's the one. That's kind of where my eye kind of kept going back to. And also I may have forgotten that I said I was going to do Stardew, so I chose a different game.
That's okay.
In my defense, because Lachlan is giving me the silent treatment and the look.
It's okay. It's fine.
Stardew I'm playing on my PC, and so I was looking for a game on my Switch. Mm-hmm. But I really should be like focusing, I can't have 2 or 3 games on my PC and then a game on my Switch and then Xbox. Like I gotta calm it down. But I'm only like an hour in. I'm not too far in.
I was gonna ask how you're liking it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Seth. It's not what I expected at all, actually. Like, I know it has, from what I remember people talking about in, like, 2017, which was, like, a lifetime ago. Remember people making comparisons to Chrono Trigger? Is that about right?
Yeah.
Like, it's meant to kind of pay homage to that. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't have Akira Toriyama.
No.
Like, it doesn't have no Dragon Ball art, No.
It
doesn't have, like, the spiky hair. So it's not... Like, the art style isn't really winning me over, and I'm only, like I said, I'm only an hour in. We'll see how this plays out. But if there isn't a frogman or a toadman of some sort or a robot companion, then we'll see. We'll see.
Amanda's face, she's like, what are you talking about, frogman?
It's just vroom,
Navy
going
SEAL.
over my head.
Chrono
Trigger.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger has frog people and robots and stuff. That game, the developer of that game is Tokyo RPG Factory.
Yes.
And it feels like it was made in a Tokyo RPG factory.
Just churning them out, hey?
Yeah, like it is devoid of any personality.
Yeah,
I was
worried about that.
Like, it's not like a bad game. Like, I played through the whole. I was like, this is fine. Like, this is whatever. This is good. But like the whole soundtrack is only piano. Like it's 100% piano. Yeah. There's no other instruments. The characters are just kind of nothing characters. And it's all snow too. Like the whole, like there's no variation in like the environments even. So I don't know. I wasn't really feeling that game personally, but that's just me.
Not so sure about it. So, and that doesn't really get me too hyped up to keep going, to be honest with you. Like,
well, I mean, look, let it cook. Maybe you'll like it more than I did, but I wasn't crazy about it.
He'll forget what you said tomorrow, so.
Fair.
Something stick, okay?
Maybe.
Although earlier today in the Discord, I was reminded about a game that apparently I played at Extra Life in 2022. I'm like, I've never heard of this. He's like, there's video evidence of you playing this game at Extra Life.
What was it?
Ultimate Chicken something or other? Like
Ultimate Chicken Horse?
Yeah.
What a
Apparently
good
I played
game.
it. Apparently
So
I played it.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh my gosh, Sean, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
You literally played it. It's on video.
In 2022, whatever, you guys.
During such a memorable time of the year, like Extra Life too.
Yeah, but it is hazy.
Is
Like when
it?
you're in it. Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's
100%.
yeah, like on game day itself. I remember everything around game day vividly, but the actual like game day I remember very little. Like you're just trying to survive, dude. You know.
I'm looking at like some video of this. I don't know, man. I think you might be thinking of somebody else. I think I've never seen this game before.
It's Sean on the video, but it's someone else.
I know, right?
Must be your other girl. Like that classic thing.
Oh.
That classic line, you know. Okay. All right.
It's starting to look familiar.
Okay. We can play it and we'll jog your memory because
I don't think I liked it. I think it's nonsense.
Okay. But it's so cute.
I like it. Yeah, it's fun.
It's very chaotic.
Okay. Well, Amanda, what have you been playing?
Same
Yo.
stuff. Nothing changes. So we've been playing Princess Peje Showtime, which
Yes.
I'm on level or floor 5. Of
Okay.
So I feel like I'm almost done, but
You are.
But I forgot you're supposed to be going to the basement.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I discovered that at the end of stream last time, and I was like, oh, well, we're never going to be done. So we're still going. But I'm hoping to finish it by next week. And then I'll probably play Monster Hunter Thursday, not tomorrow, Thursday. But then I've just been playing that there fork knife. I'm getting good. I'm playing solos, and I had 6 kills the other day, and I was like,
Hell yeah.
granted, I'm playing against everybody who sucks like I do, so, it doesn't really say anything. Everybody's, like, shooting, like, up in the air, and then I'm shooting down on the
Playing
ground.
against
And then
5-year-olds.
Exactly. Yeah. But I am just abso-freaking-lutely loving Fortnite.
Go you.
Obsessed.
Yes.
Literally, when I get home from work, well, actually, when I get home from my runs, now that I'm running almost every single day, I just want to play Fortnite. I don't want to play anything else. I only want to play Fortnite. So
That's why people get into that kind of thing. It's like that kind of relaxing, no thoughts, head empty, just shoot people. Yeah.
rumor has it One Piece is coming to Fortnite too, so that's also going to suck me
Oh.
back in. But right now, the Avatar, the last Airbender's in there, and you have like this water thing that goes around you. You can just like shoot it at people.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Fortnite's great. Princess Peje is great, and Fortnite is great.
Did they
and
get
that's where
you
we're
on have they gotten you on the battle pass and the microtransactions and whatnot? yet?
I am so close because I want the cute skins. There's like
Yeah.
cute skins, but you have to buy them with monies, and the amount of
The
times
battle
I've
pass
almost
is like
bought-
$10, isn't it? Isn't it
I think
cheap?
It's 20.
20?
But
yeah.
is this proof of Sean
Oh, here it
playing?
is.
Sean has
Ultimate
found
Chicken
proof of him playing the game.
It is the first 10 minutes or so of this part 2 video.
So not even like late into the stream.
Look at
day.
you.
Well,
What
I
animal
know-
were you?
If this is part 2, this is probably, whatever,
you're
10
Like
hours
10 or
in.
11 hours in or something
Yeah.
like that.
I remember you playing this though.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't look.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't look like I'm playing at this moment right now. It looks like I'm taking care of some.
It looks like Kyle
Straight
and
Is that
stuff.
TPR?
Kyle and
Yeah.
TPR playing. Mm-hmm. We got Bows in the background there.
Trevor
Or that
Taylor.
Preston maybe. We got Preston in the background.
You're probably pulling up other stuff on the computer.
I'm taking
You're
care
probably-
of stuff. I'm just making sure everybody's
doing the
good. I'm
producer
sitting on the
thing.
couches and stuff.
This
you
is
know,
before
looking
the
at
tie
chat.
reaches the head.
Oh, now you're getting up.
Get,
Yeah.
Oh, there
that
you are.
That looks like I'm playing.
There
That
you
definitely
go.
looks
Now
like
you're
I'm playing this game. Definitely looks like I'm
Definitely
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking the
so-
Red Bull. Oh yeah, at a certain point, you fast forward a little bit further, you'll see Sean with his tie wrapped around his head. It was truly, and we had moments like that at last year's Extra Life too, but it wasn't quite as it wasn't quite as chaotic as that. I don't think. It got pretty
Amanda
chaotic, though. Look at
also
him there.
with the Princess Peje game.
Peje.
In my opinion, the basement levels were not as hard.
No.
So I think you'll be okay to get through those.
It's just hard. Okay, the main struggle of this game, which I just don't understand. I just don't know why my
you
brain
can't
doesn't
swap between.
No, I can't find the stupid stars anywhere. I can't find them. I will find one. I'm like, and then it's like, you missed 4 other ones. And I'm like, where were they? I didn't see them. And sometimes I do miss them and I see them and I'm like, oh, you're stupid. But especially in the basement, sometimes I'm like, where? Where is the star? Tell me. Show me. I can't see. But I keep prioritizing the Kung Fu and the Ninja, and I don't want to play any of the other Peach Sonos. I don't like the Detective because I accuse everybody and get in trouble all the time.
It's the worst one.
Amanda doesn't read. She's like, it's you.
I look at the box. I'm like, it's you. And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, sorry. What was it? We were discovering the stolen something was stolen off the wall, and I accused everybody and got in so much trouble and just died instantly. I like the ice skating Peach. What is the other ones? The mermaid one is okay. It's kind of
It's
annoying.
okay.
Not great. The superhero one is kind of cool. The one that's got Spy Family music is really cool because I like the Spy Family music. So like the Spy Peach, I guess.
The dashing thief.
Yeah, if you watch Spy
my
Family, they have all like Spy Family music, which is pretty cool. But I love the callbacks to other things. Like it's clear that somebody, whoever created the Ninja Peach, is watching Naruto because there are so many Naruto like hints in there. And I'm like, I want to know who worked on this because they get it. By the way the ninjutsus are named, by the way that they, like even when she turns into the log, the way it falls and like what it looks like, her substitution jutsu, like all of these things. I'm like, someone's watching Naruto and I want to know who it is. So that's kind of cool. That's a nice little hidden thing that I love, but it's good. We'll be done at some point.
Next time you stream it, I bet you'll finish it up. Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you will.
We'll see. It's
You're
difficult
close.
to say, but it's possible. But yeah, Madame Grey, she's coming for me. It's fine.
I really liked the final battle.
Okay.
Me too. Yeah.
Some of the battles are kind of, they just take a lot of time because like, what was the most recent one? It was like, I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil the game. Sorry, everybody.
Spoilers.
There's a cat and like you have to like get these bombs, but there was only one at a time. And I'm like, God forbid it squishes it. You have to wait. And I'm like, forget it.
Yeah.
And I'm
The
just
snake was frustrating to me.
oh my God, the snake was so frustrating. Made for great TikTok content, but so frustrating. But I like it. I like that everything is different. Every level is different. Every boss is different. I really love the variety here. I think that if you are somebody who needs a game that's kind of like ever changing and like multiple mini games, this is a game for you. So
Hell yeah.
I don't agree with the price point at this point. I think 60 is a little high. I think it would have done better as a $40 game, but still loving it. But that's it.
I can see that. Well, good. I'm glad you're enjoying everything that you're playing, though. At least
So
It's
far.
good. Yeah. So far, so good. Very good. Well, I'll just I'll mention one game. I'll be brief. To be honest with y'all, I think maybe I talked about this last week. I can't remember, but I've been a little bit of like a gaming funk here lately. Like nothing has been really connecting. I've been trying a bunch of stuff. I tried 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, for example, and I've heard all these amazing things about that game over the years. It's on sale, I think, on Switch for whatever, $17. So I picked it up. I've played maybe 2 hours of it, and it's good. Like, that's my thing. I'm playing a lot of stuff where I'm like, this is good, objectively, right? But it's just not, something about it is just not connecting, you know? And I don't know, 13 Sentinels is a weird one because Quaggy's saying, oh no, Seth. Oh no. What am I about to get roasted in the chat?
There's a contingent for this game. You're about to upset a few people, I think.
Okay. Well, it's kind of funny because speaking of this game reminds me a little bit of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where it's a little icky. It's a little gross.
He's going for a 2-for-1. He's taking both of them down.
It's a little gross. It's a little like literally the first thing that happens in the game. The first character you play as in the game is a teenage girl. who goes into a mech suit and is naked. And like one of the first thing that happens, she's like, "Oh my god, what's happening? Why am I naked in this mech?" And it's like kind of icky. It's a little weird. And then like not long after that, you're playing as another teenage girl who like is at a gym, you know, like an outside sporting event thing, and they do this thing where she's like changing out of her gym clothes, and you're like, "Oh, are they gonna do it?" Like she lifts her shirt almost all the way up. And then like something happens and she has to stop. And it's a little weird. Like you just feel kind of, I'm like, God, like I feel like I should be on a list somewhere or something, you know, playing this.
Good God.
And
Very
like,
fan servicey.
Weird. Like
That's
the
one
fan
way to put
servicey
it.
stuff just does not, it's never vibed with me. But like the characters themselves are good. And like the story here is good and I can see what they're doing. But I can't help but feel gross, like, playing it sometimes. Like, it's like, why does that have to be in here? You know, like, why? I understand there's, like, there's a contingent of people who are into that sort of thing. But, like, these are, like, teenage girls in school, man. It's weird. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it. But anyways, I really do like the battle system, though. Like, when you actually get into the battles, it's really cool and interesting. And, you know, it's neat. But I just... Yeah, that part of it kind of turned me off, to be honest. So anyways, I'll come back to it at some point, but I'm a little, wasn't really connecting with it.
I was going to say, like, I'm surprised that nobody's ever mentioned this before, but honestly, given my brain, probably somebody's mentioned it before. I just forgot.
To be fair, Sean, I've not heard anybody talk about this aspect
Thank
of the game.
I don't think I have. Yeah.
No. So it's odd to me that like people are glossing over what to me is a big deal. So I don't know. But anyways, that was 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. I can't see.
In case anybody wanted to go check it out.
Yeah, in case you want to check
based on that description.
And I'm not trying to say one of those. I'm not whatever. Like you do.
I
you.
get what you mean.
I don't care. Right. But I've been hopping around between like a bunch of stuff. I picked up this game Kataria Fables for like $5, and I was playing that, and like it's cute, but like it wasn't, you know, again, I wasn't really connecting to it until literally this morning. I woke up super early.
Early than the crack of dawn, by the way, because the crack of dawn is 11. So
yeah, clearly, crack of dawn is 11 a.m. Going on noon. I woke up before the sun came up and I was like, we got this game. Paullin got the game for review. It comes out on the 30th. It's called Before the Green Moon. This is me making my character. And it is like, this game is not going to be for everybody. Some people are going to see this and be like, what the hell are you talking about, Seth?
it looks like paint.
Yeah. But the game is like this Harvest Moon 64 sort of thing. It's got this kind of like N64 kind of graphics to it. Yeah, my character's just kind of there, like
It's cracking me up.
idle animation there. But it's like a farming sim, but it's like a very kind of like simplistic farming sim. And your character is like on this planet farming and like selling crops to people who are on the moon. And like your whole goal is to like save up and earn enough money to leave like the hellhole that you're on and get up to the moon eventually. And it's got this like undercurrent of like anti-capitalism, you know, stuff going on where the people that live on the moon suck. Like they're huge jerks. They come down and visit like twice a month and they eat all the food. They refuse to talk to you. They litter everywhere. You know, but like the people who live in this like crappy little planet with you are great. And you're kind of like, why am I trying to get up there? You know, where all the people suck.
Isn't that the plot for like Tales of Arise?
I don't know. I've never played that game. But it's got this kind of, I don't know, like kind of effective, like it's very moody. Like the whole tone of it is very atmospheric. And I just love like the camera angles. I love the vibes of it. It feels like a lost PlayStation 1 game. Like there are certain like angles like this. I'm like, this just looks like Final Fantasy 7 to me. Like just when it's like zoomed out and like the design of the buildings and stuff. And I don't know, I'm really into it. And this is the first time in weeks that I've like played a game and like I actually had to like pull myself off of the stream. Like I played it for like almost 3 hours on stream and I had to like force myself to stop. And it was kind of a nice like, oh, hey, like video games are still good, you know? So I don't know. I really like it. So yeah, Before the Green Moon. It's up. It's been on PC for a long time, but it comes out on Switch on the 30th. And it's also very inexpensive. I think it's like $11. So yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah.
Nice.
That's Elvis.
Neat.
Dude, Elvis is the best. Elvis is my favorite character in the game. I love him very much.
This game gives me like Oddworld vibes for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Like everything's just a little bit off. Like the colors are kind of in that same kind of palette.
Looks dirty.
Character design is like a little like, yeah, like feels like it's meant to be off-putting in a way. Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice, man.
I really like it. There's just something about it. It's very captivating to me. And I'm looking forward to playing more of it.
I love
And
how
it runs
fast
great
your
on Switch.
character runs around, and then when he
Yeah.
takes the stairs, he's like slow.
Got hit every step.
The whole game is very fast. Like the days are fast. A month is only like 10 days or 12 days or something. Like the time goes by really quickly. Like the whole thing is very fast. So I don't know. I like it. It's good. So a little weird little game that y'all should maybe have on your purview if you're into that sort of thing. Okay. Well, do we want to now that we're a smooth hour into the show tonight?
Nope, pin it. I need to let you guys know something. I'm off work starting tomorrow again. I got another week plus off.
Sean,
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I'm not.
I know, Sean.
I'm never going back to work.
Okay.
I got lots of PTO. What can I say? And I'm taking
I
it.
love that.
I'm using it, and I'm off tomorrow. So we'll talk about running in the post show probably, but like also gonna be playing some games.
Let's
some games.
go, baby.
Yep.
Yes.
Only run, no games.
Only run.
All
No.
run.
Only run.
All
Now-
no game.
I'm saying this slightly as a
game's
challenge, but
Stardew.
also I will literally cry if Sean does this. If he starts Hollow Knight and completes it before I do,
Okay, can I be honest with you? I'm so glad that
We're
you
gonna
said that because
riot.
I'm up for that. I am so up for that. I don't know if I can beat Hollow Knight though. It looks like a very tough game.
It's not.
As I was closing my thoughts on Celeste, I wanted to ask, like, and I didn't. I just want you guys to know I was filtering this. I wasn't gonna bring this up, but since Lachlan brings this up, I was gonna ask Amanda if there's any other games that she's recently rage quit that I should have on my radar, but I didn't. I didn't bring it
Well,
up. I didn't say it. So
Oh my
this counts.
God.
I gave you a separate option, Sean, to give
Thank you.
poor Amanda a break.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hollow Knight's on the list. It's on
Come,
the list.
go
come at
cry
me.
in the
I know
corner.
it's
I'll
on
be
your
back.
list. It's
It's
one
on
of the
the
few
list.
games you bought before the end of the year to
Yep.
play this year, Sean. So
Now, where do I have it? I think I've got it on Switch and
Oh, you must have it somewhere.
where is it? Where is this thing?
do I have?
I have it on PC. I have it on
but on
PC.
codes
PC
do
and
I
on
have?
Xbox and on Switch. I don't know.
Man, I sound like a
can
real
al-
douchebag.
Just the chorus of people mimicking you in your ear. Damn.
Oh. But shout out to
Well, there you
Yarden
go.
who's in the chat who got me around a bit of a loophole with Helldivers too. So thank you for your gift, Yarden.
What else is new?
You didn't
I
have
can't
to
even-
do that though. But
I can't
Jesus.
even eye roll. I can't even eye roll.
No,
I
no,
appreciate
we're over
Yarden
it
as
at this
well.
point.
Yeah, Yarden.
Sugar
is
Daddy
amazing.
Yarden, dude.
Sugar
Yeah.
Daddy
Ooh,
Yarden.
daddy.
Yeah, right?
Get yourself a Yarden in your life.
Yeah. Get you a Yarden.
Get you
A
a
Jarden?
Yarden.
Yeah,
A
get you
Jarden,
a
Jarden,
if you will.
Of course, my apologies, Jarden.
Get it right.
Jan
Well, do y'all
Arden.
want to answer a couple questions?
Sure.
Want to talk about some
No.
questions? Okay. Well, I guess that's the show.
straight
Well,
up
in
no?
that case.
The end.
No,
See you at 150, everybody.
better not.
Well, Amanda, the first one that I actually want to hit, because you had brought this
no.
up. Oh no! Why oh no?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know if it was going to be
She's
bad.
just nervous.
Just assume.
She anxious.
It's a question that was submitted by I Can't See, and they asked, what is something in a game that cracks you up? For me, it's stunning enemies on Link's Awakening on Switch. It has the classic tweets and stars effects from cartoons. And Amanda, you had brought up in our group chat as we were kind of thinking about some of the stuff we wanted to talk about tonight, how like you appreciate little details like that in games, and kind of some of the little details that can kind of elevate a game from good to great. So I wanted to kind of pitch that to you, how that question struck you.
Yeah, oddly enough, I thought that was going to be the topic for the show, and then I saw the topic for the show was something else. I was like, oh, God, well, I'm screwed. So I'll answer this as if it is the topic for the show. So
Please.
most recently, I can relate this to Princess Peach Showtime, and I talked about earlier how there's like references to Naruto, but there's also Zelda references. So some of the music, some of the things that happen, Mr. Pike had called it out in my stream. He's like, that sounds like Zelda music. And I went back, I go, it is Zelda music. Like, I can just appreciate like them pulling that in, and as somebody who played Tears of the Kingdom, being able to like pick that up or pick up all the Naruto references in the Ninja Peach, and just like when a game does little things, or even like Sean was saying with Celeste, the white block, it's like a Mario reference. It's just like those little things that it's like I love this. I love when you can make connections like that. It's very similar to where like someone at work the other day made a reference to something, and it was an anime reference, and I was like, yes. And then come to find out we had a huge anime manga thing connected to a shoe. Long story short, won't get into that. But it was just like, oh my God, I love when these little things pop up. So I've noticed it a lot in Princess Peach, that like there are little references to other things. And it's just fun when you discover them, when you just get it, as opposed to some games where I'm just like, whew, like everything's over my head and I don't know what's going on. So I just wanted to make sure to call that out. I called it out a little bit earlier, but I think Princess Peach, like there's so many little hidden references that like, if you know, you know. And I just think that's cute. I think it's comical, and I think it's just like a nice like surprise. It's just like, oh yeah.
Nintendo's so good at that. I love it when Nintendo does that. There's a thing in Tears of the Kingdom where, you know, in Breath of the Wild, whenever you would cook, I love the cooking in Breath of the
when he
Wild and
sings
Tears of the Kingdom. And like in Tears of the Kingdom.
That's been the song in my head this entire conversation. I used to be like bouncing back and forth because Seth was playing his game earlier today and he saw a chicken, and I was like thinking about the chickens in Ocarina of Time. You kind of fly around and it's the village.
I love that, man.
Good job, Sean.
Little stuff like every time you play a Zelda game, you know, like if you hit the chicken too many times, you'll get attacked by a bunch of chickens. Like it's little stuff like that. Yeah, I love those little details. So
yeah, there's a bunch of them, and I think Princess Peach just has a ton of random references. So just if you know, you know. But yeah, that's a good call out with like Zelda, like the cooking when he's like, and I was like,
he's
oh
like
wait,
singing
I know
along
that.
to the I love that.
So.
Or well, maybe this is. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom's been out for close to a year now, so I guess it's not really that. There's a little side quest in Tears of the Kingdom where you can kind of build like your own house, and the song that plays during that is like the classic like item shop song from Zelda. That do 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 do. Yeah, it plays that. It's really good.
I never did that. I should probably go back and do that. I never built a house. I knew that I could,
fun.
but we just went slingshot to daddy.
Yeah.
So.
That could
Sometimes
be
you got to sling to daddy, you know?
Sling to daddy.
That could be the next subtitle of the next Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda Slingshot to Daddy.
Slingshot to daddy.
Just one
Sean's
stone
done.
at a time.
Reel them in.
Okay.
But that's my answer.
Sean or Lachlan, do y'all have any little details you'd like to call out?
I'm going to surprise. No, go ahead.
I was struggling to think of something, but mine is it goes back to Zelda again, is the little gator game just in general. His little hat, his little sword, like he gets a pot and it's a shield. Like it's just funny.
His
little
pieces
things.
of the Triforce are like slices of grilled cheese.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, so those like little tidbits in that game. I love that game. So
What a game, dude. That's such a damn that game's perfect. Like I was talking about it in the Xbox Drive chat because it's on Game Pass now. Everybody within earshot of my voice, everybody on this planet should play Little Gator Game. It is incredible. Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
No, not you. You can't buy
so
games.
Good. It's on
It's
Game
on Game
Pass.
Pass.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
you got to beat Hollow Knight first, Sean.
Hollow
go.
Knight. That I like it. I've always liked this idea of like assigning games, but it's like it doesn't work if nobody
like a
else wants to be
40-hour
assigned a
game.
game. Is it really? Oh man,
Buckle up.
I've got this
Yeah.
great sounding game in I Am Setsuna.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Get on that. Okay,
cool. I have two things, if that's okay.
please.
One thing that doesn't surprise, I'm sure, Lockleth at all. One of my favorite things, it doesn't happen nearly enough in games, is when you keep bugging an NPC. Like you keep like interacting with them, and sometimes they'll just like repeat the last thing that they say, but sometimes they'll kind of either get irritated or have some sort of reaction. This goes back to like Warcraft 2 days and start like you click on the P on it,
Yeah.
or sometimes they would sing or whatever. I love stuff like that. And then kind of the opposite is like when you leave your character alone for a while and then they do something like
Idle
Mario would,
animations.
like
Yes.
Mario would fall asleep or like Mamma Mia. Yeah.
I'm
Goodbye.
tired.
I'm tired. I like stuff like that. Yeah. Just little Easter eggs.
I'm
It's
not
fun.
Yeah,
surprised.
Yeah, both very like Sean kind of
It's
things.
me.
It's
It's you.
yeah, that's a great question though. I like that.
I love that. I like too. I like kind of creating our own version. So now, anytime we play a game, we look for Amanda or Sean
Oh, yeah.
in it.
It's me.
You know,
She's in all the games.
so that's always fun.
Mine's always the judgmental one. I've always assigned it. That's lockless look, I swear.
Okay.
I mean,
right.
if the shoe
If
fits.
the shoe fits, you took it out of my mouth.
I know you so well.
I
Sean.
know I'm like filtering so much because I'm just like,
If the
but
shoe
it's like
fits.
right there. It's like, but as soon as you said it, it made it okay to say. So I was like, all right, I'm there with
Now
you.
I
I'm
can say
totally
it.
there with you. Yes.
I was like, what's the most dad thing to say here? If the shoe
Dad.
fits.
Oh,
Damn. Got him.
Ah,
yeah.
it's the
Put
best.
my hand on my hips, just real proud of this moment.
Okay.
Thanks, Dad.
Proud papa.
With your tool belt on.
Let's hit a couple more of these questions here. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. Okay. From Quaggy, Immortals Phoenix Rising continues to be a banger. I'm so depressed the sequel got canceled. Oh, don't be depressed,
Aw.
Quaggy.
Cheer up.
Feel better.
What are a few games that you're disappointed that they'll most likely never get a sequel? My non-Nintendo answer is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Is there anything that jumps out to y'all as like, man, this should get a sequel and it probably never will?
Celeste.
Yeah, Celeste 2.
Yeah, it
Electric
doesn't really
Boogaloo.
make any sense.
Yeah, she did it. Like,
Climbed
go
the
find a
mountain
taller
again?
mountain. I
She's got
guess.
B-sides and C-sides. Like, she's good.
Yeah, she's got plenty to do.
She goes to a
for me-
valley next.
Well, two that
Just
come
slides
to
down.
mind for me. Yeah.
It's all downhill from here, baby.
Oh, no.
Whee! The opposite.
We gave you a positive game, struggles, and then this just all the way back down.
I've got two that come to mind immediately. I really want a sequel to ARMS that I don't know. if
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna
a
get.
that's the
Legs?
answer. Mhm.
Would it be?
I would love
legs?
legs. I would love it.
Just checking.
And then Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Another good one.
I love that game, and I don't know that we'll ever get another one. But man, that like when I played that, I was like, Nintendo could release one of these every year, and I'd buy it. Like just these little puzzle games, with Captain Toad, and I would buy it. It was like $30 when it came out. So good. I adore that game. So
This is not exclusive to Switch, but it was on the Wii U actually. It came to Switch later. Lego City Undercover is excellent.
Yeah.
It's one of the best Lego games ever. It's basically GTA Lego.
Yeah.
And it's different than kind of the other like franchise-based ones, like Lord of the Rings Lego or Indiana Jones or whatever. It's just like it's a totally original story, and I think that it's excellent and probably will not get a Lego City Undercover 2, which is really too bad.
yeah,
Or Legos Undercover. Sorry,
Legos
I was just- I
Undercity
was just
cover.
seeing-
That hurts
Underscore.
my heart.
Legos underscore. That's what I thought you were trying to say.
Legos underscore
Legos
City.
underscore of underscore.
Amanda.
Underscore Amanda.
Legos of Amanda. Anything come to mind for you, Lockleth?
Well, I want another Portal game.
Yeah.
I know they already had two. But I want another one.
There's that bridge constructor my kids are playing on their tablets these days. That Portal bridge constructor.
It's not the
They
same.
also
I know it's not the same. That's all I can handle.
Steam Deck has that built-in like aperture desk job little game or whatever that takes place in the Portal universe, but yeah, it's not the same. Yeah. It's not a new proper.
Oh, I'm gonna mention this one
Quick
just
mensch.
to throw shade at my number one fan, aka Roy. Fall of Porcupine needs a sequel because I mentioned this because it came up on Roy's wheel of, I guess, misfortune in this way.
Dang.
Because he played a little bit of it, and I was like, yes, Fall of Porcupine, finally. And then a couple days later, well, we gave it our best effort. We're going to just go on the wheel again and just switch it up, which, fair, I get it. If a game isn't vibing with me, I abandon it as well. That's why I don't finish a lot of games. But, yes, Roy, I see those eyes. Here's to looking at you, bud. I want a sequel to Fall of Porcupine because I really enjoyed that game, but it is its own like standalone thing. It makes sense for it to be its own thing. It was like a kind of like a love letter to those that work in healthcare and kind of what they struggle with. So I understand, but I want to see maybe a different career, maybe a different type of path for.
Well, yeah. Well, like in the place that game leaves off at, not to like spoil it or anything, like it kind of reminds me of how I felt like after Tears of the Kingdom. Like I kind of want to see these people be happy now.
Yeah.
Like they went through it. Like I kind of want to see what happens next. Like I want to see the next whatever, 5-10 years of them getting to just enjoy life.
I enjoyed playing as that adorable little pigeon guy, so I want more.
Good answer. Yon32 had a great couple of answers there between Astral Chain and Ring Fit Adventure. Yes, both of those need sequels.
I can't believe Ring Fit Adventure doesn't have like an annual entry.
Yeah. I've long wanted them to have co-op to where my wife and I could both work out together. Like that would be amazing. I would love that. So, Ring Fit's so good. You got anything, Amanda? Anything that comes to mind?
No, because Sea of Stars is getting DLC, so I feel like that's very similar.
Kirby Air Ride 2.
Kirby Air Ride 2? Bring it back. Where's my Wind Waker? Oh, I could go on.
Wind
Please.
Waker 2.
Wind Waker. Yes, Locklith from the press pool.
A better, like newer version sequel of Jet Force Gemini.
Oh.
Not on my list, but okay. I'm here for it. But yeah, like, bring back some of that stuff. Bring back freaking, what was it? It wasn't Frolf. What was the actual name of the game?
I had to unmute my mic. It's Ribbit King.
Ribbit King. Like, give me Ribbit King, man. Oh, I'll get into the post show about golf. Never mind. Give me Ribbit King. I have a whole story about golf.
Yes. Amanda, you and I are probably the only people here that know what the hell Ribbit King is.
Ribbit King, great game.
Yeah.
Great.
And I
Fantastic.
mean, between us here and the chat, if anybody in the chat knows what Ribbit King is,
put a 1 in the chat. Let me know.
Yeah. Very good.
Yes, Ribbit King, Kirby Air Ride, Wind Waker. Bring back all the GameCubes. Give me sequels of all of them. All.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. Sean looks annoyed.
stuff.
I'm done.
No, he's listening. He's taking it
Oh,
in.
that was your
Listening
listening.
intently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just less nodding, but he's there.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody knows Ribbit King.
I feel like this bit is better if I
guys.
don't say anything to defend myself.
I know.
Locklith thinks that they're doing a great job at this. I love it.
No
Just-
one
it
in
Like
the chat.
audio listeners are like, is he
You're like,
concerned?
what is
like,
Sean, are you okay? No one knows what Ribbit
I don't
King
know.
is, guys. Look it up for the
Yeah,
GameCube.
no.
Ribbit King, Frolf, great game.
The problem, it's prohibitively, it's golf with frogs. You smack frogs with
So
a golf
good.
club.
Wait.
And it's funny.
Yeah.
That doesn't
it's
sound vegan at all.
hilarious. They don't
it was
die.
pre-veganism.
No, they don't die.
Sean.
They,
It was pre-veganism,
Okay.
but
It's okay.
Well, and
It's a
in
different
fact,
time.
you shoot them
Sure
towards like
was.
flies and stuff, and
Yeah.
So they they're happy about
it's
it.
so good.
They're
Look
cool.
it up, Sean. Look it up. Pull it up.
It's like greyhounds that race. They love what they do, okay?
Oh my God! Stop.
Well,
Rescue all the greyhounds.
the thing, unfortunately, Ribbit King is prohibitively expensive now. Like I think that game
Oh my
goes for like
God.
$500 or something.
I know.
so-
I would say I would sell mine because I'd make some cash, but I kind of want to keep it.
Kish.
Gish.
Little cheddar cheese.
Gish.
Okay. Well,
Anywho.
let's hit maybe like one or two more questions before we get into our topic really quickly here.
Yes,
Lachlan.
Lachlan.
This needs to be shown on the actual YouTube channel, so the post show cannot. This doesn't make any sense. I was driving, and somebody almost merged into my lane, and I'm in their blind spot, so they couldn't see me. And so I honk on my horn, and literally no words, no flipping of the bird, no Italian hand at them.
You did that to them?
Yes,
I'm so proud
I was
of
like,
you.
I was like. I just had to mention that.
Amazing.
I was like, I think I've been around y'all for so long that I'm just like,
Proud of you. It doesn't
they
take
probably
long.
they probably thought I was flipping them off because it's literally a hand, but
I feel like that's such a mom move, actually. Like where you're so
like,
mad you can't
"Andiamo."
even. You're just like, Just give him like,
Andiamo.
Just give him the look.
Andiamo.
Yeah.
Yes.
what were you thinking?
What's the
Were
matter?
you raised in a barn?
I'm like, how do you say that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we have
Let's
next?
keep going. 3 hours tonight, guys. Let's keep going.
No.
Keep it
I
rolling,
need to
baby.
go to bed.
I have to
No.
work unlike some.
Some of
I'm
y'all.
off tomorrow. We're good.
Okay, well,
We're
you
good.
keep going.
5-hour podcast.
Hell
Sean
yeah,
and I will
this is
be
No,
hanging out.
awesome.
okay.
Oh jeez.
Okay. Let's do this one from Nagachak, because this will be a quick one. Question for the Xenobabes, which is all of you. Have any of you played Xenogears? How similar or different is it to Xenoblade Chronicles? Are they even related? So first of all, has anybody here played Xenogears?
No.
I have not. So I have not either.
Oh, Sean.
So the answer is no.
So the answer is no.
Great
I will
question.
And moving on.
Next one.
Well, I'll say that I know that there is supposed to be. I think they were in the early days of Xenoblade a little bit more concerned with connecting them. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 1 kind of has, I think, a little bit of connective tissue in there. And I think if I remember right, people were saying that Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U had a lot of like Xenogears reference and stuff. But Quaggy might be the one to talk to about that. Nagachaka.
Yeah, check out
Our
Quaggy's
resident.
podcast.
Yeah, our resident. He could do a whole Xenoblade podcast. He
That'd
really
be
could.
neat.
Just a dedicated Xenoblade podcast. So, okay.
I like it.
We got that. HVAC Sparky, have you ever replayed a game? If so, what was the motivation to do so? Did it take a specific feature, like New Game Plus, or a really good story, or was it the nostalgia pull that did it? Sean and Lachlan are pointing at each other.
I'm pointing at Sean because he just did that with
I was
Celeste.
trying to do the
Yeah.
fusion dance.
Oh no, it
Fusion.
doesn't work
Ha.
here.
Fusion, ha! Yeah, Celeste just did it. Just did the thing. I also, not recently, but maybe a year or two ago, replayed Rise of the Tomb Raider. And honestly, it's kind of one of my favorite things to do is replay a game that you know that you love.
I love
Like
it too.
this is where I'm at in gaming. It's just kind of like looking at a list of games that I know that I appreciate, and I'll play those. So, yeah, that's the short
Yeah.
answer.
Is it a nostalgia thing? Is it just like a or comfort thing of like, I know I'm good at this?
I think it's different for everyone. I don't know what, like, I really don't know exactly what it was about Celeste that like drew me back to it. But I guess like from a principle level, like it's like I know that game is great. Why am I not playing that great game? That's just like it can't be as simple as that, really. Just kind of go visit it, I guess. I don't know. Nostalgia, not so much, because I don't know that I would like maybe there's a special case for those for like Super Mario 3 and some of the older games like that. But I also don't know that I do it like so often that this is like a normal thing for me. But I definitely enjoy going back from time to time.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just recently replayed Paper Mario.
Yeah, you were doing the thing.
Like 64 and Super Paper Mario. So yeah, I do this every now and then. A little moan. Lachlan, Amanda, do y'all like to replay stuff ever?
Not anymore. I mean, during Christmas, I played Kirby Air Ride and I played Wii Sports. That's about it.
Let's go.
I feel like there's
Nice.
just too many
Sports.
new games I want to play or games that are just older that I haven't played yet that it's like I don't have time to replay stuff, especially because I don't have time outside of streaming to play at this point. So it's just like, well, it's just going to sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. kind of the same with all the new games, but if it's something that is newly released or new to me again, like I hadn't played Portal since, what was it, on Xbox initially or something? And I always mainly watched my brother play, and it just like blew my mind. Like I played a little bit, it didn't quite click. And now that puzzle games are like my favorite genre, I got it on Switch and beat the first one and the second one, and I thought that was really fun to go through that and witness me myself. And then what was the other one? Yeah. And then when Kirby's Dream Land hit NSO, like I remember how difficult that game was, and like I played it now and I was like, oh, I beat it in a day. Okay, cool.
Look at you.
Yeah,
crushing it.
Crushing the game.
NSO is definitely a like a nostalgia play for sure.
Yeah.
But I do kind of like the idea. I feel like Ryan Turford is like this as well. Like you kind of have maybe like a small catalog of games that you can kind of just like go back to, and it just feels like you just like playing it, whether it's a comfort thing or you just like playing. Fury is a game I talk about a lot. It's a boss rush game from the Game Bakers.
Furry.
Yeah, Furry. Yes. I think I say it wrong. Yeah, you're right, Lachlan.
It's furry.
Definitely furry. Yeah. Very good game. Yeah, I just like that as an idea, like having this like small, half dozen or so games. It's just like you can go back to Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, like I don't know if you would consider those, Lachlan, like replaying, but like endless games. Like
I
you continue
guess
to go back to
so.
them.
Yeah, because I've beaten the game like at least 20 times now, technically.
Yeah, how many islands have you completed?
Like almost 13 now.
Yeah, and I think about like when I started to think about like that catalog of games for me, I'm like, Lachlan has this. Like I actually think of you when it comes to this. Like you enjoy like just sitting in a game for a long time and just kind of like just wringing it out, just getting everything you can out of it.
I don't like change.
When I was a kid, you had to, because like who knows when I'm getting another game.
Yeah, totally.
So now I'm spoiled. So okay. Well, very good. Let's, we just were talking about NSO. Maybe that's a really good segue actually into talking a little bit about NSO. So here, maybe we can unpin something and talk
Welcome
about
to the
NSO.
title of the episode, everybody.
Welcome on in.
80 minutes
look,
in.
man, we have to, there must be a thumbnail. Okay, there must be a title.
Thumbnail. Yes. Yes.
So-
One day the thumbnail is just going to be a photo of all of us because we're just going to be talking.
It really
about
could
stuff.
be.
It should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be. It could just be like the four of us hang out. That could just be
zoomed
the
in
title.
photo
With check
of
marks or
Lachlan.
X's over us, whether we're
Yeah.
here or not.
Yeah,
Is here or not.
yeah.
That would be amazing.
It's just a zoomed in photo of Lachlan's background.
I
all
make the
squishmallows.
thumbnails. I have the power.
You have the
See?
power.
I can
Everybody
do it.
pose, and we'll just next week it'll
Yeah.
just be us.
That would be amazing. Okay, well, we had a question from Hopple. Hopple asked, what are some hidden gems on NSO with and or without the expansion pass for you? So I think everybody here has got, now that Amanda is part of Lockless family,
Part of the fam.
Fam.
now that she's in the Lock fam, I think she's got
I got
access
to change my last name.
to
to
Amanda
Lockleth.
yeah. Miles
Lockleth
of
is my name.
You're like Mario.
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 And then the is
Where are
like Mrs., but it's the, yeah.
Yeah. Lockleth,
Luigi.
and Amanda Lockleth. Yeah.
Luigi Mario.
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, we've all got access to NSO and expansion pack and all this stuff. And I was wondering if anybody had some that they wanted to shout out. I put together a small list of games that I wanted to shout out that are a little bit under the radar. I don't know how easy it would be to pull these up in rapid succession or whatever, but there's I actually
Try
have
me.
a sampling. Okay, well we'll see. I've got a little sampling from many of the different apps. The first one that I'll talk about is actually one that came up last week on the show, and it's Star Tropics, which is, I think for some, not necessarily a hidden gem. If you grew up with the NES, like, you've probably heard of Star Tropics, but I think that there are plenty of people who, are coming into gaming maybe like now or like later in life that did not play the NES, who have no idea what Star Tropics is. And I love this game. Like, this game to me is a classic. It's one of my favorite NES games. This is a hell of a commercial, by the way. This is amazing.
90s or 80s were a hell of a time, man. These commercials are amazing.
So good.
This might get us copyright strike, but
well, yeah, there's no audio. Maybe we'll be safe.
Don't sing
Who
it.
knows? But I just, I love this game. It's a great adventure game. It's like weirder than you think it is. Is that it just occurred to me that dude is supposed to be Mike Jones, the protagonist of the game. That's who that's supposed to be. That's so
nailed
funny.
it.
Anyways, I love Star Tropics, and more people should give Star Tropics a chance. So, it's the first one I'll shout out. A little bit of a hidden gem.
Can I shout out not a game because I just discovered it?
Please.
The icons for this month are Princess Peach and the ninja one. I just purchased the ninja one. I made it my icon. So unrelated, not really to the topic, but FYI.
Still great though.
She is now a ninja.
Hell yeah. I've got more. I don't want to like complete.
Go.
Keep going.
All right. Another NES one, and Ryan pointed this out in the chat earlier. Eliminator Boat Duel, which is kind of a funny. If nothing else, y'all should at least take in the box art for Eliminator Boat Duel. But the game itself is like this rad kind of like vaporwave thing that kind of, I don't really understand like why Sean's got it pulled up here. I don't really understand like why it made it onto the NES NSO, but I'm glad it did. It's just, it's what it looks like. It's just like a pretty straightforward little racing game. But it's like this rad sort of, for the NES, pretty impressive. For what it is. You're going over ramps, you're dodging sharks, and
I got sharks in there. Yeah, it's wave race.
Yeah, pretty good. So, but the box art alone is why Eliminator Boat Duel needs to be enjoyed by everybody. The box art's really good. And the last NES game that I'll shout out, I might need to help you spell this, Sean. It's called The Mysterious Morasame Castle.
Oh, what?
Spell it, Sean. You got this. Spelling bee champ.
Sound it out.
Come on.
Morasame.
Morasame. What?
It's
That's
castle.
It?
Yeah,
Castle.
Mysterious Morasame Castle. It's NES. This one was kind of important because initially this was only released in Japan, and so now you have access to play it here in the States. It's actually on the standard NSO. This is basically like a little Zelda clone. But it's got a couple of unique things. Like you play as this like ninja. I think his name's like Tokamaru. He appears as like an assist trophy in Smash. And yeah, it's like a fun little like Zelda ninja thing. And for the NES and for it being localized, here and stuff, like not local, I shouldn't say localized, but available for an American audience. Pretty cool. So
Neat.
I have one.
Please.
It shows up that it's on Game Boy Advance, but I had it for my Game Boy Color. Pokemon Puzzle League. Very stressful.
So good.
But a good game.
Yeah. So
very
good.
stressful. Very annoying. I want to rage, but good game. A very nostalgic game.
Pokemon Puzzle League. They have that. I think isn't on the N64 app.
Yeah,
on Switch. It's really good. It's fun. Still holds up too.
Anime.
Yeah. You have the animated cutscenes that are like straight, like they look like the show.
That looks great.
Yeah. Isn't it so good? Look at that. Oh,
yeah, you do little gym battles
so bad. There it is.
Yeah, I mean if you've played any of these match 3 puzzle games, like that's what it is.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm so in. Holy crap.
It's intense, and on the Game Boy Color, you can't see anyway, so it's even worse. Because the screen is too dark. But that's my only shout-out that I have.
I think
an
I might
awesome
be too
pick.
dumb for this game.
Shout-outs to James there.
So.
Shout-outs to James in that last shot there. James in the tutu.
Oh my God,
Big
yes.
fan of that.
Yeah.
Way into that. Check that out.
Wow.
Is that Poliwag?
Way into that.
Or no, that's not Poliwag.
That's Poliwhirl.
Poliwhirl.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
But that's all I got. I don't spend enough time on NSO, unless it is to change my icon to Ninja Peach, which I just did.
Okay. Well, I've got some more, unless Sean or Lachlan, do you want to chime in with one?
I'm operating the channel here. You guys go.
Okay.
ahead.
You're
I'm
doing
playing
great.
one right now for the very first time.
Oh, snap. Let's go.
What are you
It's
playing?
called Claymates.
Oh, Claymates. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little
That's,
clay guy. Well, now I'm a mouse, but I was a little clay guy.
That's Super
Stunning.
Nintendo, isn't it? That's on the Super
Yes.
Nintendo?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to see.
Pull her on up.
Yeah,
Sarathina says,
called
this is
Claymates. You're a little.
We're
that's
having
that's
so
the-
much
yep.
fun.
You turn
Oh.
into these different creatures, like based on the color of clay, I guess you interact with. So I guess there's
Yeah.
a water level. That's nice. A duck. It reminds me of Kirby, but like in just
A little Kirby.
silly
Sonic.
way.
That's like Sonic.
I love that, where you're in that base like clay ball form and you
Yeah.
just punch people.
And your name's Clayton.
No, it's
Stunning.
not.
His name is Clayton, and he gets turned into clay, and then you have to save everyone. He says, "I don't care if I'm clay. I'm gonna save everyone." That's what he says, and then you go off into the world. That's where I was. I was just right there with the little mouse guy.
Lockliff
Claymates.
loves that duck.
Playmates.
Lockliff's
Yeah.
a big duck fan.
Oh, I love
So-
ducks. Yes, ducks
Yeah.
are my fave. That's one that I had not heard of until just now. I literally was like, "What games?" Always got to go back to Kirby. You know, Kirby and the Crystal Shard on 64. The original Kirby's Dream Land. You know, there's so many Kirby games, and if anyone's curious, I do have a video of me literally playing an hour of every Kirby game at the time that was out, and I like
Hell
ranked
yeah.
them.
Sean's favorite video on your channel.
Oh yeah, thousands
it
of
twice.
views. Not
Yeah.
really. It's one of the only videos that Sean has not commented on first. You know,
So weird how that happened.
I don't understand. How could that be? I will say Kirby 64 might be one of the I feel like when it comes to the N64 app, many of the ones that they've put on there have been the hits. Like it's the ones that you want to see. I wouldn't say that there are too many like hidden gems on the N64 app, but like some of those might be among them. I'll also say that Sin and Punishment, which was a launch title for the N64 app on there, is also really good. It's like a on foot like Star Fox-esque rail shooter. Like you play as it's like a Ghost in the Shell as like an on rail shooter or something. I don't know. It's really good, and they made a sequel on Wii called Sin and Punishment Star Successor, which was also amazing. So, yeah, shoutouts to that. Sean, I got another Japanese title for you.
Oh, give it to me.
It's called Umehara Kawase.
Gesundheit.
Umihara. Umehara
Yeah.
Kawase. Kawase. This is on the Super
Kawasaki.
Famicom. Yeah, Kawasaki. This is on the Super Famicom app specifically. And here's what I want to encourage everybody. If you have NSO, it is very easy.
This
Dora.
is so pretty. It is Dora with a
It's on
grappling
the
hook.
Super Nintendo, beautiful game.
Wait a second. I'm sorry, Seth. Was there
No,
a
please.
goldfish just like wandering
Yeah,
around
Yes.
out
chilling.
here?
She put it
Yes.
in her backpack.
Yeah,
A big
for
piece of
Saved it.
this
safekeeping.
game, it's a platformer, but you have this
Oh, no.
like fishing rod, this like
I
hook, so it's like a hook shot, and there are these
Sea
walking
creatures.
fish that you capture and store in your little backpack.
it's
She's like a
not-
young.
Don't know about
Ew,
this.
ew, she's
Was
helping
it?
that frog give birth. What was happening
What?
just then?
She's like a young like kid in
It's-
Japan like fishing.
It's Monster Hunter.
She's also
She's
Oh, yeah,
still
what
a
happened
egg.
to
like
Monster Hunter?
gynecologist. What?
Weren't you guys playing Monster Hunter like 2 weeks
I
ago?
am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
played a little
What
bit.
about
of
it?
Yeah.
I was just wondering if it's still around. That's all.
It's,
It's-
still there.
What about it?
It's a really cool game. It was kind of ahead of its time too for being on the Super Famicom. Pretty cool, impressive physics. I really like the way it looks. I don't know. In
Such
this
a
series,
strange thing with the fish.
it's weird.
Yeah,
It's
I don't get
it's
it.
weird,
Oh,
but
Oh,
I really like it.
It's like Dave the Diver. She's killing the fish.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Look
don't
at this
like
crab. Yeah, look at that
Wow.
crab.
Oh, smacked.
The series is still going on too. By the way,
She's so cute.
they still make Umehara Kawase games. Now, the reason I bring this up is because if you have NSO, you can make very easily a Japanese account on your Nintendo Switch and access the Japanese eShop, the Japanese NSO apps. So this is only on the Japanese Super Famicom app. So if you just make a quick, Japanese NSO account, you can easily download all of these and access some of the exclusive Japanese games on NSO, like Mother 3, for example. So, So shout outs to that. I've got a few more.
Sean's other loophole to play other games.
Japanese accounts.
Yeah.
Just make Japanese accounts, offshore accounts.
I'm telling you, I don't know why anybody's buying games right now. Seriously.
The last few that I'll shout out really quickly are all Genesis games. A lot of people forget that the NSO has got a Genesis app and a Mega Drive app, right?
Yeah.
It's low key like one of the stronger apps on there. Like some of the games they have are incredible on there. I want to shout out a game called Pulseman, which is, I used Pulseman for the thumbnail. This is like one of the ones, when I think of like hidden gems, like underrated games, this comes to mind. This is made by Game Freak, the Pokemon people. And they made this game for the Genesis, and it is kind of like a Mega Man kind of thing. Except you have like the powers of electricity. And it's excellent. It's just an excellent, fun, like action-packed game. Great art, great music. Really, really good. Sean's pulling up the video here. You can see
The best I could find is like it along with a few others.
This
that
is
they
not
announced.
Pulseman.
I know,
okay.
it's one of the. It's there. Here's
is.
Pulseman.
That's it. Love the art, and like it kind of feels like a little bit of a faster
Seizure.
Mega Man.
I mean that.
Yeah. This is a weird. They're
Sean,
showing you a
it's
weird
you.
stage, but
This is me. Yeah.
You're right there, Mega Man.
it's great, and you can now play it. And that was another one that was prohibitively expensive, and now you can play it. So
And you can also play Street Fighter 2.
You could. I don't know that I would call this one a hidden gem, but also on Genesis, like if you had a Genesis, you probably know what Gunstar Heroes is.
Yeah.
But for anybody who like missed the Genesis and might not know, everybody should play Gunstar Heroes. What a damn game. That game is so much fun. One of my favorite Genesis games, made by Treasure, and it is a treasure, It is a treasure.
It is a treasure.
Lachlan, you look so into whatever you're doing. I thought you
There's
were
a
Frozen.
game on Genesis called Flicky, and you're a bird trying to save all these baby birds before the cats get to it. And I just beat the first level in 23 seconds.
Wow. Pro
Because
gamer.
I'm a pro gamer.
You are a pro gamer.
I was literally looking, I was like, what is on here? And then I see that, and it's called Flicky, and I was like, what is happening? And then birds saving birds. You'll have to see it.
There's all kinds of great little stuff, like Dynamite Heady is on there. There's all kinds of good stuff on the Genesis that you would never. Echo the Dolphin, which is, people know about Echo the Dolphin, but
Wait, what's Echo the Dolphin?
It's about a dolphin named Echo.
Sonic Spinball. Here
Swim
we go.
around. Sonic
never know,
Spinball, I unironically love this
I
game.
do too.
I really do, and I feel like I get crap for it a lot because I don't generally like Sonic games at all. But like, I don't know what it is about this game. It always completely captivated me. The level
the way it
design, the
looks.
challenge, and it's wacky. Like they put Sonic in a pinball game. That is insane.
Why not?
Like I guess, why not? Like he's a ball most of the time, so you might as well. That was a short trailer.
Did we mention Earthworm Jim?
Oh, that was top of my list. Yes.
Yeah.
We have to
Jim.
mention that.
Yes.
I mean, come on. Such
Good
a good
mensch.
Good mensch. Yeah, Earthworm Jim. Yes. Are they both there or just a sequel?
I think it's just the sequel. I don't think. I
Earthworm
think
Jim 2.
I think that's right.
It just
remember
says
it being
Earthworm
something
Jim,
weird.
unless I'm missing something.
Is it Earthworm Jim : something?
If it is, I can't read it.
Holds the Switch closer to her face. Hang on.
I can't see it.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is just
I
Earthworm
think
Jim
it's just
1.
the first one.
Yeah. It's cool. Like that app has really got some good stuff on it, and I feel like
Toe Jam and
that-
Earl.
Toe Jam and Earl, is on
Earthworm
there.
Jim 2 is definitely there. It's definitely listed.
Yeah. It's kind of amazing though that like it even happened at all. Like the Genesis app in general, I feel like is a bit
Genesis
of a
app
gold mine
especially. Yeah.
for people. There's a game on there called Crusader of Senti, which was another one that like is that's like a $600 game or something. And it's kind of like a Link to the Past clone sort of thing, but yeah. Yeah, there's just good stuff, man. There's some really good stuff. What I would love for them to do, this would be a huge get, if they did a Dreamcast app on NSO.
Can you imagine?
Who doggy. That'd be good. So
I'd like that very much.
Yep.
I would love to do I would like to do maybe a stream of just like wandering around NSO, just kind of like playing it for
pop in
15, 20 minutes, you know? Yeah, here and there. Just see what happens.
Oh,
but I think I would need you for that, Seth. I think I would need you to like try this
Why
one.
not me?
I'd love to.
I'm just kidding.
Also, you, Amanda, is totally what I was thinking.
Kidding.
Yeah, please recommend me games on NSO.
Oh my god, of course.
Yes.
They'll all be based off of how cute the box art
You'll
is.
just have me playing Donkey Kong Country because I know how much you love that game.
No.
Your favorite.
Yes.
Just based on the box art alone. I missed one that was actually on my list. Real quick, Sean, there's a Super Nintendo game called Spanky's Quest.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
That
Add that to
that
the
people-
Goog search,
Yeah.
Sean.
yeah. No, if
Do
you
it.
Spanky's Quest will probably pull up. It'll
it.
pull up Spanky's Quest, I think. There shouldn't be anything too nefarious.
I'm not getting any good trailers here.
Oh, that sucks. Well, that's
Sorry,
okay.
buddy.
It's just a game where you play as a monkey that throws like fruit down at enemies. You know?
A monkey named Spanky
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Game Boy?
Yeah. No. Oh, now that you mention it, was that a Spank the Monkey thing, do you think? Do you think they were going for that when they named him Spanky?
Sean, I don't think you should be looking this up on the internet. I think you're gonna get
too late.
It's
Too late.
Gonna be, this show has
The
already
viruses
been,
are taking over my computer.
Oh god, this is rated
Hopefully
It's
this
already begun.
this airs.
It's already begun. Yeah, I don't know. I like Spanky's Quest. Oh, this is like the Game Boy version. Yeah.
Oh,
But
look at how
He's
cute.
cute.
yeah, like
Chunky.
he's
okay,
just a
this is
cute-
Look
fine.
at his tail.
he's a cute little monkey, and this looks quite a bit different from the Super Nintendo version, but it's basically this. Like you're just throwing balls at people, and yeah, just a cute little game.
Like Bubble Wobble.
A little bit, yeah. You can kind of bounce the ball. Like he kind of is like he's got like a little circus monkey vibe, you know.
This
going
reminds
on.
me of Kirby right here.
Yeah, it's cute. So shout out
Nice.
to Spanky's Quest.
Shout out.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, did we do it? Was that all? All the hidden gems?
I think
Every
so.
single one.
Every
I
one
have,
of them.
I have new hidden gems because of this, so thank you.
It is fun to just go
You're
in there and
welcome.
be like, what was that? Like, what the hell is this? Let me pop in here and find out what Flicky is, you know?
Yeah.
I know we talked about most games that like people probably have never heard of, but like shout out to The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap, GBA.
Yeah.
Diminish.
It's so cute.
Great game.
I love it. Yeah. It's all everybody has this game. Like you could do a quick run like Wario Land 3. You have this game. Wave
Just have
Race
it.
64. You have it. Wild Guns. Really good. Yoshi's Island on the normal version or the Super Mario Advance 3. Like it's kind of nuts.
It's like
The original
Oprah.
Yoshi and
you
Yoshi's
get this
story.
game. You get this game.
Everybody gets
You
games.
get a game. You get a
Yeah.
game. You get a game.
Yell Zelda for you, for you, for you.
Well, it's
No,
funny.
yeah, it's-
Oprah.
We didn't really plan it this way, I don't think, but like we had a very similar episode of the Xbox Drive, just running through the Game Pass games people should know are there. Like these are legitimately worth opening up. People should have them. Like pin them. You know,
Yeah.
I'm getting excited over here.
Oh my
Come on,
God.
Mark.
Worked up.
Jeez.
Yep.
I'm just laughing because that was the reason that we made this the topic of the show. It's because the Xbox
It was one of
Drive.
them.
I
was like,
skipped that part.
It's fine.
Well, I saw the question come in. I was like, I like the idea of pointing out some hidden gems on an
And
SO.
then
and-
Sean,
good.
like, at the end
Wait
of the
a
topic, you know
second.
what? We
This
did
is a lot like the show that I was on Friday.
Oh my god.
This is so similar.
the thing about it is, I feel like there's been a lot. I think that over the years that NSO has been around, there's been a lot of derision of like, why did they put Spanky's? Why isn't it Chrono Trigger? Why did they put Spanky's Quest on here instead of Chrono Trigger or whatever? And I'm like, man, like I say to them, thank you for putting stuff like this on here, because like if not there, then where? You know? So, I
Then
don't know.
where?
I like it. Preserve this stuff and like you know.
Over there.
if they didn't do it, Lockleth, you would have never booted up Flicky tonight. And what kind of world
True.
would that be?
Apparently, pre-Flicky world,
Yeah. Okay. Well, before I ask Lockleth for her physical, and before we do plugs and say goodnight, shall I shout out our wonderful patrons at
Do it.
patreon.com/carpoolgaming? Do it. I will do it. Big thanks to everybody who supports us over there. Thank you to the new folks who came in this week, like Tim Paullin, Toxic, and Patrice Millette. Thank you for coming on in. But let's thank the rest of them, starting with our ultimate producers like Tony Baker, who you can find at youtube.com/quest4pixels. That's quest number 4 pixels. Jonathan Brown, whose music can be found at linktree/pme.jib. Lee Navarro, of course, the fearless leader of the Phoenix Overdrive Extra Life team, and Cwaggy, who reminds you that the best babes are Xenobabes. We've got links in the show notes, so show your love and support to our ultimate producers. Click them. Click them, why don't you?
Wow.
Spank those links.
Oh my God.
No.
Thank you to our platinum producers, Robby, Bobby Miller, Smokin Joe, and Tim Paullin. And thank you to our gold members, Adam K,
Please.
Anna, Awesome Dave 1337, BobLoblaw, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, CrocoKyle, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Jan32, Marcus O'Neill, Peje EP, Tim Aulph, and Toxic. Thank you, everybody.
Sean's
so
face
much.
is so red because he's so embarrassed as a dad.
I've got
Not at
another one
all.
right up here, Amanda,
I'm
stewing
laughing
for the
so
end.
hard. That's so good. Spank those links, everybody.
You're
Goodness
blushing
gracious.
so hard.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
My
It's
physical.
a medical condition.
Okay.
Speaking of spanks, my physical for this week's episode of the Nintendo Drive is the Princess Peach Showtime tote bag that no, I did not get this myself. The lovely, speaking of soft J's, Yawn32 sent me a care package. Again, thank you, my friend.
Everybody
I
loves
also
Lockleth, dude. Getting care
Listen. What the
packages.
We suck.
don't you
Right?
wish you were me.
I do.
So I would have a bag of Miss Vicky's all dressed chips to also showcase
Hell yeah.
to go with Princess Peach Showtime tote bag, but I ate them all and they're gone.
Nom, 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 nom.
And I shouted out to Miss Vicky's, why aren't these in the US? Why aren't they? I need them. I ate them in one sitting. And the other product I should have gotten from the fridge was dill pickle hot sauce.
Oh, I bet that's good.
I like the pickles. I've got a squishmallow down here. That's a pickle squish. So I like
squish.
pickles. And I haven't tried the hot sauce yet, but I think if we have some tacos sometime soon, I'm going to drizzle some of the sauce on there and try it out. But yeah, wanted to show that and thanks to Yawn.
Have you
For
have
sending
you ever
that.
tried pickle de gallo, like pico de gallo, but with
Oh
pickles?
no, I bet that's good.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Oh man. I'm glad it
I'm
was
getting at
all
the old
dressed
H-E-B.
chips though, because ketchup chips are nasty still to me. But,
Damn.
yeah. Yeah. That's
Shout
those
outs
are-
to Canada. Shout outs to
know,
Jan
right?
32.
no,
Shout outs
All
to
Canadians.
no, just
Shout
Yawn.
outs to all Canadians.
Just kidding.
And
Okay.
Sean too. Sure, why not? Sean, my Canadian friend, where can people find you on the internet?
Why am I even here? Add me as a friend on Nintendo Switch Online, and we'll play games together. SW687902366588, just like Eric Lindros, of course. And on X, at Sean Capri, Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. And especially, most excitingly, at twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live, where I'll be playing all the games that everybody else on this podcast quits. That's what I'll be doing over there.
That's the challenge, Sean. Can you handle it?
I can handle it. Yoshi, Hollow Knight, Monster Hunter Stories. What else?
Ghost of
that it?
Tsushima.
Yeah, Seth, we got to
So
include
you're
you
just
on
playing
this
all
too.
the games I'm playing? What?
Just the ones you quit.
Just
That's
for
all.
now.
Play your own games.
I got my own games too. It's fine.
Okay.
Our
Okay.
games are also on his list.
Yeah,
I
they
hate it.
really are. I hate it. So are the games that Yarden gives me. So
Okay.
Lockleth gets chips and I get games from Yarden. So shout out to you guys.
I also get games from Yarden.
Oh, look at us.
Seth,
Amanda and I
My
will be
friend.
over here
We'll be playing Monster Hunter Stories 2 together.
Yeah.
That's true.
There you go.
That's true. Okay, well, you can find me on the internet, $2 Hero. My friend code is SW411280613454, just like Eric Lindros.
Just like Mike Modano.
Just like him, man.
Just like Martin Brodeur.
Okay.
Amanda, where can people find you?
Damn.
You can just find me on twitch.tv/miles_of_Amanda. That's also the same for YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok.
Instagram.
And the TikTok. Find me on the internet.
She's a small French
Getting
woman.
exotic.
You cannot,
The nationalities
cannot-
are changing.
you cannot add me on the Switch, but you can add me on the internet. Okay, bye.
Eastern European.
Again, hello.
Okay, bye. Again, hello.
Goodness.
Y'all can find me at locklith.card.co. That is card with 2 R's. Yes, literally.
Yeah,
Literally.
the exotic card.
That exotic card that's got all my socias and tings on there, you know. But thank y'all for hanging out with us for today's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Flick that like button if
No.
you haven't already.
Spank it. Spank that like button.
Flick it. You know you wanna. And feel this
Oh,
Carpool in the
no.
comments below by answering
Jesus.
your hidden gem on the NSO. Actually, you know, what's your comfort game on the NSO? The NSO app, we've got all those things. We have all the games and all the spaces. What is your go-to? I tried the Harvest Moon thing and I couldn't latch on to it. So let us know. And join us in
Why is it
Discord because we
Spanky's
have all
Quest?
the fun. Where you see a lot more and hear a lot more things like this. Sean is shaking his head at me like, why did I hire these people?
I enjoy this quite a lot, actually. It's great.
Stunning.
Okay, bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us at Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget to check out our awesome Nintendo Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming, where you'll unlock all sorts of exclusive content like the Nintendo Drive post show. Links to everything are in the description. See you next week!